Well, very good morning, everyone. It's George Bairuthi here from FS Securities, giving you the market report for, well, today is Tuesday, the 19th of July. Here we go, 19th of July 2022. And these are my details if you want to be in touch with me. If you're ringing from overseas, 61 is the country code. You don't need the zero. 61 and then the numbers without the zero. And that's my email address, george@fssecurities.com.au. I'll come back to that later on, right at the end. Now, what happened overnight? The Dow was down 0.2%, the S&P 500 was down 0.1%, and the Nasdaq 0.2% down. BHP was up 3.3%, and Rio was nearly 3% up as well. We haven't got prices for the iron ore prices. However, yesterday it dropped below the $100 per ton for the first time in several months. Gold hanging around the 1710. Remember that only a few months ago it was above $2,000 US per ounce. Brent crude oil back above the $100 US per barrel. And West Texas crude oil also above the $100. So it looks like Saudi Arabia is not playing ball with President Biden, because when he asked them to pump more oil, well, it doesn't look it's going to happen before the OPEC meeting in August. All right, the Australian dollar slightly stronger, 0.3% up, 68.1 US cents from the 67.46 yesterday morning. The two-year yield jumped from 2.83% to 3.16% overnight. And also in Australia from 2.44 to 2.62 overnight. The 5-year yield also up from 2.88 to 3.07 in the US, and in Australia it's actually still 3.2%. Bitcoin up nearly $1,000 US overnight, and in Australia 31,900. That's $1,300 higher than yesterday morning. Okay, let's have a look at the 4 days changes. You can see here the Dow, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are all down slightly over 4 days. You put all the performances each day, you put them all together, and over 4 days combined, slightly down. In Europe, they're all slightly up. In our market, we are 85 points higher over the last 4 days, 1.3% higher. Gold, $15 down over 4 days, and silver, 12 cents down over 4 days. Copper, the global economic barometer, is actually up 1.7%. That's very positive. Okay, now let's move on. Stocks with higher volume. Here we have Suncorp was up 6%. Well, you know, because ANZ decided to take it over. And the volume was quite nearly 2.2 times, or you can say 219% higher than the moving average over 50 days. So over the last 50 trading days, we look at the volume each day and we work out the moving average right at the end of the 50 days and compare that, the last volume, with the moving average. Well, the volume yesterday was actually horrendous, 2.2 times the moving average. But it's too late now. Suncorp will continue to trade under its own trading name, but now it is actually an ANZ company. Newcrest Mines continue to go down. trading at $18.66. The price hardly changed, and the volume was 1.2 times the moving average. The only thing here is the fair value for Newcrest Mines is $28.48. So there is a lot of fair value above the last price. When is it time to buy Newcrest Mines? Well, we just have to wait and see where there is a support and where is the bottom of that decline. We just have to actually look at gold, the gold price, and try to assess where the gold price is heading the next 12 months. You know, people say when there is inflation, gold price goes up. Well, it's not happening. Maybe because there is stagnation. All right, May Farmer was up 4.5% yesterday, and it's 2 days in a row that's been going up, and the volume is 6.7 million versus 3.4, the moving average. The volume yesterday was nearly twice the moving average. 35 cents the latest price, 41 cents the fair value. So there is another 20% fair value yet to be reflected in the last price. Okay, finally, before I finish, the most active stocks. WiseTech was up 7.2% yesterday, $47.29, and the fair value is $55.82. 18% fair value additional to the last price. Suncorp, well, that's goodbye. Whitehaven, $5.90. Well, now the fair value is 3% below the last price. We'll keep away from that. Oz Minerals, $16.85, up 5% yesterday, and the fair value is 42% above the last price. So we're going to have a good look at Oz Minerals today. And if you want a copy of this presentation and more information than this video, all you have to do is contact us. You can call me if you're ringing from overseas. 61 is the country code. You don't need the 0. 61-411-259526. You can write to me at George@FS. FS stands for full service. George@fssecurities.com.au. Happy trading and hope you make some money.